Here's everything you need to know when plotting a route for the AI to follow in Roadcraft. We'll go through how to actually plot the route out, how to watch and follow the trucks as they follow it, and how to modify and adjust the route when it ultimately fails. Alright, so first to see our routes that we have plotted, we want to hit this button. Now I'm on the Xbox controller, so you may have to, modify the controls for whichever control scheme you're using, but on the Xbox controller, we're going to push the menu button to get here, and we're going to want to hit the shoulder button over to infrastructure. Now, personally, I think this menu screen is it can be a little weird getting through some of this, but it's not too bad. So over to the infrastructure, and now here, just on the tutorial map, we see that as of right now, there's 2 routes, and it's showing them they're both operational. You can go back and forth and select them. Using the right stick on the controller, I can zoom in and out, and then with the left stick, we can move around. I know that's really basic, but it took me a second to realize that the right stick zooms in and out. All right, so moving around, we can see the 2 routes that we've got here, right? And these are this is the first route the game has you create in the tutorial. This is the second route, and we're going to look at this one. We're going to undo it. We're going to redo it and modify some trucks routes through it, because this one, at least for me, has been getting broken up a lot. One thing you can do to see what's going on in the route, we can zoom in a little bit and we can see that truck there. If you mouse over the truck, notice how it says Y, spectate. You can push the Y button. Oops. When it prompts us, it puts you by default in the cinematic camera. You can push at the bottom of the screen to see how it says press A mode, change mode to standard. Press A, and now we can move the camera around just like it was our truck. We'll go back over this, but this is a great way to inspect to see, well, first of all, it's just cool. First of all, I just love this. I love spectating the trucks on the route that I sent them on. Now, the route manager is saying here, it's really specific, and that's because in this game you can create, just hit B to get back out of that. You can create your own routes literally anywhere. It's not snapping to the road, because since you can make literally anything into a road, it's got to be precision. So we're going to put the points really precision, and we're going to watch some stuff mess up, right? First thing we're going to do is, we've got this, here. So it's just right there. So this is it right here, abandoned facility at phosphate plant. We're going to hit, I clicked OK on that. Here, let me hit back. Let me hit back. And so here, we're back where we were, right? We can select either one of these. So we're going to select this. Now it's selected, and it snapped us there. So right now it's prompting me, I can hold X to cancel the route. So we're going to hold X, hold it down, cancel the route. All right, so that canceled all the trucks that were going on. Notice the route is still there, but they canceled the trucks moving on it. If I want to start the trucks again, all I got to do is just hit A. See, it says dispatch vehicles, A. Just push that, and they start going again, and it's going to dispatch a truck out of here, and of course we can follow him through this, and we're going to break up the route some and get him stuck. So let's cancel the route. So hold X. All right, so they canceled all the vehicles on it. It's still there, right? We're going to, let's just completely clear the route. All right, the route's gone. All right, so let's make a route from here to the phosphate plant. Really easy. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go point by point, of course. I know the best route through this water here, but we're going to assume that we don't know the best route, so we're just going to add the points along the road, and we're going to correct stuff as it crops up. All right, now this is the way I chose out of the abandoned facility. I think it's probably the best way. Got to kind of go around some of this junk. You might be able to move this junk here, but I wasn't able to, so we're going to take this down to the road. Kind of got to watch your corners, make soft corners. If you make the angle too sharp, well, it'll tell you too sharp, and it won't do it. All right, so just gonna go down this road here, and yeah, again, the points won't snap to the road because you can, make anything into a road. So it's got to be precision, and maybe the AI will improve over time with some patches or something. I don't know, because the trucks do get hung up on a lot of really stupid stuff sometimes. Like for instance, if you were to leave a vehicle parked in the road, they'll just sit there and ram into it and try to push it out of the way, like they're idiots. So right now I'm just moving this. I'm just moving this with the left stick and clicking to add points. I'm just adding points, add point, because we're going right up here. Now by default, something I didn't mention. Well, I may do this if I do a video on the tutorial. This is the tutorial place. This map is called Precipice. This gate is by default closed. I guess I could have shown that, but I can just tell you right here. That gate is by default closed. No problem. What'll happen is you'll set this route just like we're doing right now. Here, we're just setting the route. There we go. Just set the route. What'll happen is the vehicles will get there and they'll be like, ooh, route failed. Now we're going to see routes failed. And we'll show you how we correct that stuff. But what you're going to want to do is get in your scout vehicle and use your winch and simply pull this gate open. You know, very easy. All right, so we completed our route. Let's go ahead and hit A, dispatch vehicles, and we're going to see if the truck makes it. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't, because I want an excuse to show you how to modify the route. So I hit Y to spectate, I hit A to change the mode, and we're just going to watch him go through this. He'll probably get stuck. If he doesn't, we'll modify the route anyway, but I want to show you what happens. So he's trying to get through this. He's probably not going to make it. We're going to want to give him an easier route. Like, this guy may get lucky, the next truck may get stuck, and what'll happen is, let's just back out of this all together. So I'm just hitting B, 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 as backed out all that by hitting the B button. We're just going to wait, and inevitably, we'll get the notification that says route failed. We'll look in the upper left-hand corner of the screen there, and it'll say route failed when he doesn't make it. All right, so yeah, here, this truck is definitely not very happy about this route, but, well, I guess he probably is going to make it, actually. All right, so surprisingly, the trucks made it through that just fine. So let's put something in their way, for instance, this right here. So here's how you modify the route. You can see what I've done is, here, let's go ahead and dispatch vehicles. So this is where we're at. So they're running the route, right? Here's a truck right here coming out. If we hit cancel route, like I showed before, it stops the trucks coming and puts us in edit mode, so we can edit this. So let's run this. Let's edit this. See, there's a little Jersey barrier here on the road. What we're going to do is when you highlight a point, notice it says X, delete point, or right stick, edit point. Sorry, delete or edit. You can see what it says, right? So if I hit X to delete that, oh, it deletes that one. Conversely, we can hold right stick, and then we can move this around. So we're going to move this so it goes directly right through that barrier. That said, those trucks are pretty tough. You might actually run over that. So let's grab this, and let's just move this over here too. And then see, we can just, so using this, you can kind of reshape these. We're going to try to run this truck through something that he won't be able to run through. And he'll get stuck. So we'll hit that to dispatch the vehicles, and then we can just follow him through this and see how, who knows, maybe he'll surprise us here. So Y to spectate, then we'll change the mode, and you can change it again and get to the cockpit view, which is cool too, or the cinematic mode. So you can toggle between these three. Now, right here, he's making it through this, but he is going really slow. But we know how to modify this. Maybe we might want to modify this. I moved this over to the left, over toward those containers there to the left. It's a much better route. He has been making it through this, although, watch, maybe this time he won't. It is kind of hit or miss. And now that's why on my finalized route of this, I didn't have them running through this, because they would make it through, but then like every fifth truck we get stuck, and there we go. So this time it actually failed where I was thinking it was going to the first time. Right, so what'll happen is let's back out of all this. So we're back here in our truck, and we see up there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, route failed. All right, so we push the menu button. You can see right there, it says needs maintenance, hit A, and it shows right here, it shows where we got messed up at. Now we know how to modify this, so let's just hold the right stick. We're going to modify this route over here by holding the right stick and just sliding these points over. I know from experience of doing this for like the last, however long, this is the best route. Let's go ahead and just delete this waypoint. I don't think we need that one. Let's drag this one up here. This is a way better route through the water. All right, and we're going to drag this here. So there's no need to create the thing of the truck here, because we've now seen the truck fail. Let's add a new point there and just kind of move it like this. Move these guys here. And so it's as simple as this. It's really easy. So if the point is if the trucks get stuck, it's really, just delete this point actually. Delete this point. It's really no big deal, because you see, you can move and you can just mold these. Actually, I do put another point here. You can just kind of mold these routes on the fly, just like modeling clay. You can just mold these. And if something goes wrong here, go ahead and hit dispatch vehicles. So if anything goes wrong anywhere on that path, you can just keep molding those and shaping those. And it's no big deal. The trucks may ram into you, which can be annoying. So I'd say just avoid parking. Like if I'm driving this truck and I'm loading something else, we'll just try to avoid being, doing that in the middle of the road where they're coming through. No big deal. So in other words, just make sure you know where they're going. And other than that, you'll see the route failed. If it's failed, you'll see that pop up in the screen, and it's just a matter of let's go fix this, right? And you just go back here, and it's it's never really any problem here. We can you can see this guy coming through the area that we just sent him on. There we go. And we can follow this guy all the way there. So guys, that's really that should be a pretty thorough look about everything you need to know to set and modify these routes. We'll have more guides and videos on Roadcraft coming up on the channel, so be sure to check back. The game just came out. We're doing lots of content here. I'm enjoying Roadcraft a lot, so I wanted to bring this to you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along. If you like the content, let me know. Guys, I'll catch you real soon back here on the channel. Thanks a lot.